Hello world and welcome back to another episode of Golfing the Villages. On today's show, we're making our way over to the Roosevelt Executive Golf Course to take on this level 4 monster. No matter how easy this course may seem from the tee box, I just seem to make too many mistakes each time I play it. Another thing worth mentioning is Roosevelt shares its starter shack with Truman, and if you recall, Truman had some questionable pin locations and was the topic of Vlog 33 titled Illegal Pin. Nevertheless, I'm excited to see what awaits us today. Our pairing for this video was quite a friendly one, and I played with Jim, Mark, and James. These gentlemen play in a local neighborhood group, of which had several tee times on the sheet, and they were the last group to tee off. They have a closest to the pin challenge on hole number 4 that you'll get to see in this episode. Today we are teeing it up from the middle gold tees with these fine gentlemen, and it'll play around 1,500 yards. Even par for this course is 29 yards, and it does feature back-to-back par 4s on both the 6th and 7th hole. You are in for a wild ride, so sit back, relax, and let's get after it. It's a beautiful day in the Villages here, and the first hole is 101 yards to the center, but 105 to the pin, and I've got a gap wedge in hand. Trying to start it off with a hit green. Ball starts out to the left, now stays left, gonna miss the green. Okay, we're okay.
On the dirt side.
Here you'll see a good look at short game technique. This is actually, again, that gap wedge, kind of a bump and run. Ball back in the stance, really nice. Not a lot of wrist hinge. I kind of like to play that shot, not so handsy. Could have released a little more for me, if I'm honest, but I've got this to try to save par. It is makeable. A few little bobbles. Oh, wow, just missed on the edge. Got to tap in for a bogey. And we're off and running onto the second hole here, 110 yards to the center. Got it 121 to the pin. Again, now this is going to be a full gap wedge up the hill, aiming at that centermost palm tree of the 4. And oof, this one's outright missed right. Gonna miss the green. Yikes.
Oh. Just left the face.
Having left the face open, I find myself on the other side of the cart path. This is I believe this is sand wedge 56 here, and just not aggressive enough with it. It hits the hill, and now it's rolling backwards. Still rolling backwards, rolling backwards, rolling backwards. Okay, well, it finally came to rest here, and pressure's on this second shot for par, and I chunked it, so... Now it still needs to sit. Here it goes. Still rolling. Still rolling. Still rolling. Rolling. Is it going to roll back? Okay. And no, still rolling. Okay. Here we go. Coming down the Plinko board. And it is rolling back to almost where I had it before. So now we got to get the putter out and try to get this at least on the green.
Well, we're on the green.
So I've got another putt at it. That's an okay effort. This is from the better part of, 10 feet here, 10, 12 feet for a double bogey. Wow. Come on, get in the hole one time. Oh, yes, beautiful. Good double bogey if there's such a thing. Shots like that short game will make you question your sanity, but now we're on the third hole, 125 to the center, 120 to the pin. Gonna stay on the gap wedge, but maybe I can make a better swing. Okay, this is looking good. All over the flag. Oh, now it's gonna come up short. Okay, questioning what's going on here. need to be a little more assertive or aggressive with my
Good effort.
golf swing, especially my short game swing. But anyway, I've got the putter out for obvious reasons. I'm a scared little boy here, and you can see I just hit this patch of bad grass. I was willing to accept that with the putter, whereas with a wedge you would have carried that. So it's just a little bit of like scaredness, to be honest with you. So I've got this long 15, 20 foot putt, and I'm just doing the best I can to limit the damage. That was for par. This is now for bogey. And I really got to get it in the hole. Get in there. Oh, it hits the lip. Now that's going to be a double. Oh my gosh. This is just the worst possible start. Sorry, guys. All right, now this is the money hole here. This is the number 4 hole. This is Jim with his swing. Jim made birdie on the second hole. We didn't capture it because he tapped it in while I was mucking around with my shot. But that's a good shot. He just went over the back of the green, though, because it came in real low. This is Mark. Mark hits a really nice high ball. And he hits it up high, now left. It's going to just miss the green. It's really on the collar. But that's a great shot from Mark. And this is James. He's a really nice guy. And he's working on his golf game. And he's just out there. Hey, he's having a good time. That's okay. Yeah, a little chunky, but we've all been there, right? Yeah, right here. All right. Now, this guy's not going to let anything bother him. He's always going to have a smile on his face, no matter, even though he's +5. 151 to the center, 139 to the pin. I've got pitching wedge. Sends it out high, long, now go. Being on the left side of the green. Beautiful. Just about hole high. Got a great look at a birdie.
Keep going. All right. Nice. Thank you. Beautiful.
And this is Mark's putt for birdie. Officially, everybody in their groups had all missed the green, as a matter of fact. So I'm assuming their money carries over or they push. But this is Mark's putt. Get in the hole. Oh my gosh. I wanted him to get that so bad. That's a great putt coming down the hill. Now, yours truly here for birdie. It's going to be a little left to righter. Rolls it up to the cup and bam. Yes. Love the birdie, baby. As we make our way to the 5th hole, it is 112 to the center, but 124 to the pin. Also a little down the hill, kind of like the last hole. And I've got a pitching wedge again. Beautiful strike. Left of the flag, carving it in. And on the green, got another good look at birdie.
And it stayed.
Yeah.
Longer than the last putt, but again, kind of up the hill, a little left to right. This is definitely doable. I've seen a couple of putts already, and I'm rolling it up. And, oh, well, long is better than short. I at least gave it a chance. So now we've got to make this comebacker. It's going to have a little hook on it from right to left. Tap it in, and beautiful par. That's a really good par. Now we make our way to the first par 4, number 6. 235 to the center. I've got it 233 to the pin with the laser. I've got a 3-wood in my hand. Got the ball up in the stance to try to hit it high and soft.
Oh, no.
And, boy, did I hit a topper.
Oh, no.
Still rolling? I am in trouble.
Yeah, still rolling. Oh, it's down in the penalty.
It's
It's in the penalty area, but I think it just rolled in.
This is a total
The
guess
sign is
here.
on the line?
I've
Okay.
got maybe 155 to the pin, 160 up the hill. I've got an 8-iron in my hand. I cannot see the green. I'm just going to grip it and rip it. And
Came
rip
out
it
nice.
I do. This is looking great. Wait till you see this. Little bonus conversation in the cart with Amy.
He said, "You're good. You're really gonna like it." Sometimes I think, you know, you see everybody else making these big shots and you're like, oh, I don't want to look bad.
No, I just had the ball too far forward. It just
okay.
topped it. Like, I was trying to feel.
So talk about that in your video too. Talk about, hey, I had the ball too far forward. This is all about setup. And
Look at that. Oh, from the gunch.
so after the gunch, this is where he ends up. On and two, greens and red.
I like making things more difficult.
Looking at a birdie.
Game's too easy, right?
That was sarcasm because this
Okay.
is not an easy game. But I have a really good look at birdie
a
here,
little on the right.
and this is makeable. I've got it on the right edge here. I've got it going a little right to left. There's some leaves, but I think I can make this putt. Come on, this would be a birdie for the channel. Rolls it up to the cup and ties in the heart. Wow.
Left it in the
Oh,
heart.
that is a dagger, but that's a heck of a par.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed it.
It would have been great.
And here we are on the second par 4, number 7, playing 276 to the center, 280 with the laser. I've got plenty of pop in my bat, but I'm not trying to get there.
Oh, lost
Just
it.
trying to take a good swing, and I just leave the
Weekend.
face
Hang on.
open, and it's on
It's gonna
the
be in the
other
bushes,
side of those
probably.
bushes. Not what I wanted to do.
Left the face open.
All right, now I know it says 85 yards to the pin, but I'm not confident in that number. I'm not sure about it, and this is what happens when I'm not sure. Really good
Like
strike.
long.
Now long and left, gonna miss the green.
long
That
and
is
left.
not what you want to do. I was rushing a little bit since I was out of position on the tee, and you can see where I ended up with just a sand wedge from there. So that was not good course management. Now I'm trying to flip this up onto the hillside, and this one's got
Oh, no.
problems because
Trying
it's
to
going to
use
hit
the
this
slope.
hill
Oh,
and
no.
roll. This is one of the situations
Come
with the
on.
greens that it's just a little dicey. I mean, that came all the way back down. Okay, so now we've got this. This is still for par, and we are miles away from the pin.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to try to roll it up to the cup.
Stays on that
and
little corner.
obviously it's nowhere close because I've got zero confidence, but this is the problem here. It just keeps rolling, rolling,
Okay.
rolling, rolling, and
rolling.
rolling,
Here we go.
and rolling, and rolling, and rolling. Yes.
Yeah.
It finally
Yeah, I
finds a
was gonna-
depression there where I'm able to mark it.
Oh,
Right
it
there,
found a
thank
depression.
goodness. So
Found a depression.
That's that. We still now have this for bogey. Gotta hammer it, and I don't know. I just can't give myself
trust
enough
it.
to get it there. So that's for 5. It starts to sit. Wiggles, wiggles. Okay, it sits.
Brutal.
This is now for 6. Now we're looking at double bogey, and
I hit it
I'm
too
just
hard.
gonna have to take a triple. Triple's the
Oh, yeah.
max. I don't want to keep people waiting, so triple bogey 7. Oh boy. Well, that was an unmitigated disaster, but we're on to the 8th hole, and as Amy always reminds me, it's another opportunity. 147 to the center, 154 to the pin. I've got a 9-iron in my hand. Starts at the flag,
short.
now turning right. Looks
didn't
like it's
get all
going
of
to
it.
come up short and catch the bunker.
I didn't get it all.
Yowzers. This isn't too bad here. It's sitting down on a fairly flat spot. I open up the sand wedge, my 56 degree a little bit, open up my stance. I'm looking to make a good thump and get it out of the bunker. Little chunk and run would work for me. And there's the chunk, and yeah, that'll work. That's a pretty decent little run. That's very acceptable from there. And this gives me a really good chance at trying to make a par. The quicker greens should help here. I don't have to hit it as hard, and well, it just hits.
I thought it was moving a little bit at the end.
I think it hit the stick actually, and well, maybe that's my fault for leaving it in. And,
or not.
Oh, I go to tap in the bogey and I missed it. I gotta take a double. Oh my goodness. Have you ever had one of those days, Bunky? All right, so the 9th and final hole. Thank you so much for watching. 151 to the center, 145 to the pin. Gonna stay on a 9-iron. Hammering it away and just seem to miss hit it. Comes up short into the sun. Think it's in the sand, but
never
good
cut
news,
in the
it's
bunker.
short of the sand, so we'll have an effort. This is one you got to be aggressive with it because you don't want to dump it in the bunker. But it's close enough where you have to get it to kind of sit. So a little bit of height would be nice. And opening up the face a little bit and being really aggressive. Come on. You can make this shot. You practice it all the time. And so we're going to try to come a little outside and not aggressive enough. Just
that's why it's even harder.
Too little speed through the ball. So now I've got this crazy stance because the ball is up on the lip and I've got to be in the bunker. And this has no chance of stopping. So it's going to run past the pin. And that was for par.
Yeah.
So now we've got to make a long range putt for bogey. This one's working a little from my right to left, our left to right as we're viewing it. This one's got a chance. It will work away and down that hill.
Die.
Gosh, just give it a little too much pace. Sit, please, sit. Okay, you can see it started to want to roll away. I ran over there and marked that thing as quick as I could. So here we go for a double bogey finish. Can we? No, we miss it. Oh, triple bogey. That's going to be a brutal day. But thank you for watching. Really appreciate you.
Thank you so much. I had a blast playing with you. Thank you so much.
Watching your videos.
Thank you so much. Great playing. Good birdie today.
Well, let's call it a day. While I know my ball striking was a bit lackluster, my short game really came up small today, especially when I needed it most. I mentioned to Amy that if you were trying to shoot a score, these greens would punish poor play and reward good play. I played the first 3 holes like a high handicapper, then I went birdie, par, par, only to finish triple, double, and triple. What a strange game. Sometimes, but I think this round is aptly named for both the highs and lows. I thank you so much for joining me on this journey, and I hope you found it enjoyable. Until next time, we will see you on the course.